Today we're visiting with Marge Matthews, a longtime member of Hope United Methodist Church. Marge and her husband Fred, who's now passed away, became members at Hope on December 26th in 1976. And I believe at that time, Marge, the church was meeting in the schoolhouse. Do you remember going to the church
sure
at the
do.
school?
Yeah.
How did you first hear about this church?
Well, we were driving down Bellevue one day, and we had tried some other churches before, and didn't seem to care for them. They were either too big or not friendly. So we saw the sign on the grass, and we decided, let's try it on Sunday. So the next Sunday we went, and it was fun seeing it. It was such a small group. And we really enjoyed it because we had to do a lot of work. Everybody had to do something, and there was no way you could say no.
Well, you were active, and so was Fred from the very beginning.
Yeah, right.
Well, tell me what it was like to have church in the school. How did that go?
It went okay. It was fun because everybody had to get there early, and we had to make sure the books were out, the chairs were set up. And then after church, we had to make sure everything was put away for the next week.
Yeah.
So, and you got to really know people.
Yes.
And it got to be really nice. Yeah, that was fun.
Well, you mentioned that one of the first pastors you remembered was Victor Schultz.
Yes.
Tell us what you
yes.
remember about Victor.
Well, Victor used to come and visit every once in a while. But he especially came after we lost our daughter. And he certainly was a big help. But it was Al Brown that really told me it was okay for me not to go to church the way I felt. I just couldn't make it, and I didn't go for a long time and felt guilty. And between the two of them, they really made me feel better.
Good.
So
they were both super people.
Super.
Yeah,
super.
they really were.
Yeah. And Al got us interested into boating, houseboating.
Oh,
So
really? Yeah.
we really enjoyed that. He got us interested in that, and we got the couples going to that then. So that was fun.
Yep. Some people have said Al Brown was sort of folksy. He just told tales and stories, but always got to a point.
He did, yes. He was a lot of fun. He was a great fellow. Yeah. We got to like them very much as a couple. They were great.
Well, when you lost your daughter, did Fred continue going, but you felt uncomfortable going to church?
Well, I couldn't, the sermons got to me, and the hymns.
Sure.
There were certain hymns that I just couldn't control myself, and I just felt that I couldn't go, and I couldn't believe. That was the bad thing.
Yeah.
Why at 26?
Yeah.
So Victor helped, but Al was really super the way he came.
That's
Told
terrific.
me, don't feel guilty. God still loves you, and you'll come back when you're ready.
Good.
And I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you told me also that you and Fred were involved with the youth, the
Yes, we
MYF
were.
in 79 to
79.
81.
Yeah, 79 to 81.
What all did you do with the youth?
Well, we we used to play games, and we'd have different races. We'd have the kids do anything that they felt that they wanted to do, and it was fun.
Yeah.
So.
And was your son, Don, part of that group, or was he already older?
No,
than
no, he was older.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
You didn't have children.
We
in that
didn't have
group?
children, no. So we did that until it was time to quit because of my daughter.
Yeah.
We were in New York most of the time, so we had to give that up. And it was hard getting somebody,
Yes.
very hard. But we did enjoy it.
Well, I salute you for doing that, particularly with your kids not being in the group.
Oh, no, they weren't. No.
Yeah. Most of the time, in order to get
In
somebody
order to, yeah.
do it, they have to have
Well,
a
that's
kid
why it
that's
was
in
so
there.
hard we really felt bad because nobody would take over. And
Yeah.
it did take a while to, get somebody.
Yeah. Well, you also told me that you were active for 10 years with the couples group.
Yes,
Tell us
that
about
was
that.
wonderful. We started, when they started a couples club, you had 8 people, and it lasted a month, and then you would change. And so we did that, excuse me, we did that for a while, and then all of a sudden, we had a wonderful group of 8 who decided, didn't want to give it up. So we made some wonderful friends.
And you mentioned that Dwight and Judy Zwick were part of that group?
Right.
And Dick and Peggy
Dick
Mills?
and Peggy Mills.
And Don and Julie Durst?
Right.
And
we had golf outings after that, and besides the dinner group, and we went to bed and breakfasts, and then we went up to what was it? Their place in I can't think, Breckenridge,
yes?
and we'd stay there for a weekend. And the fellows would go hiking. It was really great. Yeah, we did so many things together. We got to be very good friends.
Yeah. Well, after Al Brown, Reverend Vickery, Dick Vickery, came to Hope Church. Do you remember him?
Oh, I sure do.
Yeah.
I never forget the time he said, "Well, I'm a penguin." Oh, that was funny.
He, particularly compared to Al Brown, he was a lot more formal.
Oh,
and
very formal.
a little stiff personality-wise,
Right,
yes.
right.
That's true. And then Sam Day was the pastor at Hope. Do you remember
He was wonderful.
Sam and his wife Barbara?
He had such a wonderful sermon. He had 3 different sermons.
Yep.
Small, just short,
Yep.
but it was great.
Yep.
And they were wonderful people. They were in a couples club with us.
Wow.
Just regular people.
Yep.
Lots of fun. Barbara used to love to cook, make things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, after Sam Day was there, Margaret Hankins was the senior pastor. You remember Margaret?
Oh, sure. Margaret was great. Wonderful, wonderful sermons. She was so kind, so wonderful. We really enjoyed her. Yeah.
And she was the co-pastor for a while with John Lee.
Yes, and John Lee, yeah.
And you said that John and Fred were good friends?
That's right, yeah. They did a lot of work when they first started the church. They did the pews, and, they weren't pews, they were chairs.
Yeah.
And they used to set it up, but then that's what it was, the chairs. They used to set them up or do something, but they were down there every week. Yeah.
Were you also involved in a lot of committees at the church, the altar committee, and you were the historians for a while, and you served as greeters for a while? Tell us how you came about being involved in all those different things at the church.
Well, we just wanted to keep involved, so it was really a lot of fun greeting and, you got to know people a lot more, yeah.
Yes.
And then joining the couples club, and we did the altar and the altar committee, and we used to help with the Christmas tree and the decorating and all that, yeah.
Yes.
So it was fun. We did like to, keep active, so we didn't get as active as some people, but.
Well, in the early days, you did a lot of those things because there was a small number of people.
Yeah, right.
But you stayed very active even later when the church grew and had a lot more members doing things. No?
And into a church what it is now, or when we first went into the big church.
Yes. 1984.
Yeah, and the glass, they had the glass windows. I remember going down on Saturday and washing the windows, getting it all ready, and the pews, getting the pews all fixed.
Yes.
Yeah, there was a lot of work, but we all pitched in and did it.
Yep. Well, tell me also about not the couples group, but other dinners and activities you were involved with at the church.
Well, that was very, very early, in the very beginning when they didn't have anything. And we had a couples club back east. We did that for years, and we thought, it would be fun to start something like that. It's nothing like it is today. I mean, today it's great.
Right. Well, you also mentioned when we were talking about Peggy Hansen and Merlin Binder. You remember them?
Yes. We had a small kitchen that you can just about turn around. And she used to make turkey every Sunday when it was time to have a dinner. Was it Mervyn would come out and say during church, Peggy, are you there, Peggy? And then she would get up and announce about the dinner that
Yes.
that was a lot of fun.
Oh.
We had wonderful dinners.
And then later he made good friends with Dave and Judy Christensen.
Yes.
And Dave did the burrito dinners for many years.
Right, the burrito dinners,
Yep.
yeah.
You and Fred were
Yeah.
involved with a lot of that.
Right,
Yep.
yeah. Oh, they enjoyed that. They loved that. I often think, oh, I miss that.
Sure.
I miss the burrito dinners.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Marge, you've been a member of this church almost 42 years.
I know.
Yeah, can you tell me what this church has meant to you in that time?
Well, it's been wonderful knowing all the people. It has been such a friendly church in all these years. And there are very few churches, I'm sure, that are so friendly. Wonderful people. And fun. And the ministers have been terrific, really, all through the years.
Yes. Well, do you have any thoughts about what you would like to see Hope do in the next 42 years?
Well, I would like to see them get more members.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel bad when I hear other people say, oh, we got how many came in today as a new member, and we haven't had that.
Yeah.
And I would like to see that it got, for the future.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, really. I'm thinking what else?
Well, you've had a lot of experiences, Hope. Are there certain things that you like best about Hope Church?
Well, like I said, the people.
The people make the church
People
in
make the church.
many ways.
They do.
That's good. Well, we talked about special memories in the kitchen and
Oh, yes.
early goings on, and you and
Couldn't
Fred
turn.
were great. You've really done a wonderful job, and I didn't know till today that you had worked with the youth for all those years.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Are there any
But
other?
we enjoyed it.
Are there other special people or events at the church that you remember?
I'm so bad with names, but there was some back in the school
Mhm.
that aren't around anymore,
Sure.
and I can't remember the names. But we have a lot of people now that we do
You've
that
made,
mean a lot to us.
yeah, you've made great friends at that church,
Yeah,
and you've been a
yeah.
great friend to many at that church.
Well, Bob and David
Yes.
have been very good friends. We've been close with them for years.
Yeah. Talk about Bob Grafton
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
and Dave
Oh,
Christensen.
Yeah.
Yes.
We used to go out to lunch with her. It was Peggy and Judy and Norma and I. We'd take her out for lunch.
Yeah.
And we didn't do that too long ago. It wasn't too long ago that we did it before she passed away.
Yeah. You've lost a lot of friends that
Oh, yes.
passed on
A
that
lot of
were
them.
very helpful.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you and Fred and all the things you've done at church because I've benefited from that.
Well, I think you've been wonderful. I
Well,
think
you're
you
kind.
are top. And with
Thank
the
you, Marge.
youth,
Thank you.
wonderful. How wonderful. Do you still do it?
No,
No.
I retired a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, Marge, thank you for giving this interview for Hope. I appreciate you sharing some of your memories of
Well,
the church.
thank you very much for thinking of me to do it.
I'm glad to do it.